You, yes, you, us weebs and gamers have been oppressed for far too long, and it is now about time we rise up and show the general public what the word weeb should truly mean. It should represent a community of individuals brimming with originality in everything they do. So as I save up for my personal T-72 Soviet battle tank, so anyway, let's have an evil Deku. Hello everyone, and welcome to my third episode on my series, What If Deku Had a Quirk?
Declare that the first teams to fight will be these guys!
So, just a quick recap of what happened in the past episodes. Mineta got eliminated in Aizawa's fitness test since All Might doesn't really have favorites for any of the Class 1A students, and Bakugo and Deku got first and second in the, entrance exam. So they're considered the top dogs since they've proven themselves already, and now they're being pit against each other very early on, and it's kind of a cool hype moment. If you have seen the other episodes, then you would know that Deku is a lot calmer. He knows what he's doing, and since Bakugo and Deku trained over the summer, this is kind of their official fight where they get to see how far they've come. And he's just very calm about the situation, and he's just planning as he turns his quirk on and off, and Uraraka just kind of looks at him, and she's ready to go. Immediately as Midoriya enters the building, he releases two fireballs and shoots them to the other side of the building to cause some noise. Eventually, Bakugo does find them, and this is when their brawl begins. This fight is very different from the anime. The start is roughly the same with them talking to each other and Uraraka running away, but after that, it's completely different. Both are almost professional in their attacks. There's no openings. They have a lot of experience from fighting each other over the summer, and now they kind of go full at each other. And from a third person point of view in the camera room, it's absolutely insane. It's watching two guys at their absolute pinnacle that they've ever been at, just going full at each other. Explosions, fireballs, just misses that could basically end each other's life if they're direct hits at the right spot. It's absolute madness. Deku and Bakugo jump back for a moment, and on each other's side of the hallway, they look at each other. They smirk, and a flashback could happen. Gachan flexes his support equipment and points it at Deku, while he is compressing three fireballs, and they just smirk at each other, and they let it rip. And this explosion is gigantic. A whole chunk of the building is now missing. There's an active fire, and there's smoke coming out, and now Deku can clearly see the weapon and Uraraka sneaking up on it, and Linda is kind of concerned of what just happened and is yelling Bakugo's name, which Deku himself cannot see due to the smoke now coming out of nowhere. The victory probably still goes to Deku and Uraraka since they probably managed to disable the bomb. The difference is that the fireball went partially through the explosion and hit Bakugo, and it threw him through a wall, and now he is kind of damaged. It's nothing too severe, but if it had been intentional, it could have probably killed him. And this realization dawns on Deku, who is now in the nurse, taking a bit of damage himself due to the explosion, and he's just being healed back. Bakugo is quiet, and Deku is alone with his thoughts as he sees the other exams being held in a different building, and he can see in the background just how much damage they really caused to the building without really trying. The exams probably finished by the end of the day, a little bit delayed, but nothing too severe. Todoroki, in my opinion, would now kind of assume that role of the very powerful character in the cast that is quiet, since Bakugo became quiet after technically losing to Deku. Deku is now walking back home and he has a thought, a villainous thought. He just thinks about a villain and what his quirk could really do, and a faint voice whispers to him, and he can't really make it out. He ignores it and he arrives home just a bit paranoid. And that's probably going to be it for this video. I'm too tired to make it any longer, and any longer would mean I would have to talk about the UA attack. So that will probably be the next episode if this gets any decent amount of views, because my channel is dying. So yeah, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest anime shenanigans and revolutionary thoughts. Let's make communism work, and goodbye.